Exactly a year ago, I was here at the Goodwood Motor Circuit driving the Range Rover Electric, a vehicle that we were told will be in showrooms really soon. And we're still waiting for that one. Well, now, a year on, I'm back here again to drive a different Range Rover. Its sportier sibling. Yes, this is the electric prototype of the Range Rover Sport. So, whilst Range Rover has been dragging its feet, has the rest of the car world moved on and can it catch up? Let's find out. So here it is, the sporty spice of the lineup, with Porsche obviously being the Range Rover Electric. Now, as you can see, it looks no different to the standard car. You know it's electric because it has it in really big letters on the side here, electric prototype, and also down there, you've got EV. And there's a charging port. And incidentally, they are going to really try and make the charging experience quite premium. So they're developing their own app. It's going to have a plug and charge with some compatible charging stations. So you can just literally plug it in and walk away. And there will be a dedicated line of Range Rover home chargers. I don't know who they're partnering for with that yet. They haven't told me. I think what's really interesting about this is that they are not going down the route that other brands have gone down. BMW, for example, or Volvo are producing a completely separate line for their EVs. The customers have apparently said, we just want them to be the same, but better and electric. The team won't say much about why the electric journey for Range Rover has taken so long, although they did abandon an early motor configuration, which paired an induction motor at the front with a permanent magnetic motor at the rear. After testing, they switched to permanent magnetic motors on both axles instead. And it's an insight into just how much engineering has gone into this car, and probably explains why it's taken 4 years to develop, including more than 60,000 hours of testing. But I do think the timing is interesting because since Land Rover announced all of their electrification plans, God, the market's really moved on so much, hasn't it? So this car, the Range Rover Sport and the Range Rover Electric itself, are now in a really busy corner of the market. The luxury SUV market has become a very crowded place. And the challenge, I think, is that while it's been perfecting this and honing it to get it to be exactly what it wants, the competition hasn't stood still. So the Porsche Cayenne Electric, that's already here. The brilliant Polestar 3, already here. You've got the forthcoming BMW iX5 coming in the autumn. So I guess the question is, has the wait been worth it? So underneath it sits on JLR's MLA platform, which it shares with the forthcoming Range Rover Electric. The clever bit is that this was designed from the outset to accommodate petrol, plug-in hybrid and fully electric powertrains. So the engineers haven't had to shoehorn a battery into a car that was never designed for one in the first place. JLR also said it couldn't find an off-the-shelf electric drivetrain that delivered the sort of performance it was looking for. So it developed its own electric motors and battery pack instead. The 118 kilowatt-hour battery sits low in the chassis to help lower the centre of gravity without eating into the practicality buyers expect from a Range Rover Sport. No, they're keeping the tech details on this car very close to its chest. So treat the following as informed expectations rather than final confirmed figures. So because the Sport shares its LMA platform with the larger Range Rover Electric, we can expect it to use much of the same technology. An official range, somewhere in the region of 350 miles, and it will get that 800-volt electrical system. So it'll have fast charging, up to roughly 350 kilowatts, I guess. Now, if those figures are right, 10 to 80% charge should take around 20-ish minutes, which is pretty good and makes it very usable. But I do think there is a challenge for them with those figures because the competition hasn't been standing still. So you've got Porsche's new Cayenne Electric. That will do 410 miles, 660 kilometres, charges at 390 kilowatts. Polestar 3, 373 miles, 600 kilometres with the same 350 kilowatt charging, whilst BMW's forthcoming iX5 is expected to raise the bar yet again, 500 miles, around 800 kilometres of range, and charging speeds at up to 450 kilowatts. So this isn't going to win on headline numbers alone. And actually in the briefing we've had here, most of which I can't tell you about yet, they did just say they're not interested in spec sheet battles because what they want to show with this car is that extra development time which they've taken has delivered an electric vehicle with the Range Rover Sport experience, because that is what the customers want. One more thing, I just spotted something down here. I have to drive a little S button. Could be sport, could be something else, could be potentially like brake regeneration maybe. Looking forward to trying that when I drive it. The power to deliver that driving experience comes from 2 electric motors, one on each axle, producing around 542 horsepower, giving the Sport permanent 4-wheel drive while staying true to its reputation as the most dynamic Range Rover in the lineup. And to demonstrate that ability, the driving team has created a sports day for cars, both on and off-road at the Goodwood motor circuit. Should we go for dynamic?
I think that's a wonderful
There we go.
idea.
Let's go for dynamic. Now, I spent loads of time behind the wheel of the plug-in hybrid Range Rover Sport, and for me, it's always been one of the best luxury SUVs there is. The thing I really love about it is that it doesn't try too hard to be sporty. Porsche has got the Cayenne if that's what you're after. Instead, it majors on refinement, it's whisper quiet, and it rides beautifully on its air suspension. And I've always suspected that electrification would boost those strengths. Well, this is great. It's like the best sports day ever, this, isn't it?
It is really nice, eh?
Really nice. You can really feel the 4-wheel steering, can't you? Goodness me, that's so precise. That was the thing that really struck me just there with the slalom, is actually just how quick and smooth the turning is, but also how steady it is as well. The acoustics in here are quite incredible because we're going over gravel now, we're at Goodwood, so there's all the planes around and lots happening, and it's so quiet in here. I'm not feeling any brake regen yet, which I was hoping that I'll be feeling at some point.
Good idea. So let's try single pedal drive.
Okay.
Click that back one. There we go.
Oh, it's nicely calibrated, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's really nice. And it's bringing it to a complete stop, and quite quickly, but very, very smoothly.
Yeah, gracefully.
Very graceful. So if you are a fan of regen braking, there's an option there for you to have it on every time you start the vehicle up. If not, at the moment, there's just 2 levels, light and standard. I'm in standard, and actually it does feel really nice. It's not too grabby. It'll bring the vehicle to a complete stop. I'm going to try that out on the track as well, just to see how it compares at speed. I mean, this is a pretty crap surface, to be honest, and it doesn't feel it at all. It feels really comfortable. But again, I keep coming back to that thing of how quiet it is. You know, again, we're going over gravel, there's lots going on around us, and it's so peaceful and refined in here. I think once people try an electric Range Rover Sport or a Range Rover, I don't think they want to go back. All right, you're going to make me go over this now, are you?
So,
steady on the throttle.
really, really slow and steady.
Slow.
One thing the car does on here is it bounces occasionally.
Oh, God, okay.
So just patience with the throttle. Let it work out what it has to do.
Sorry. All right, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going up the dragon steps. We're not in China, but we're going to try it here. It makes me feel a bit sick. Literally. I mean, it's great that it does it. I'm just going straight over.
Yeah. We're going to get near the bottom.
This is the
brakes. And...
Yeah, that's the bit I love. I mean, I know it's great that it does it. It's such a good, cool trick, but it does make me feel a bit sick.
You're not the first one to say that. Use single pedal now to try and bring the car to a stop here. So let's lift it off. Use a bit of brakes if you need. Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
It's really beautifully calibrated. It's so smooth. And now it has brought me to a complete stop. And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to put my foot down.
Before you do that, let's use the dynamic launch control.
Let's do that. Are we ready? Stand by. 3, 2, 1. It's a little rocket. Well, it's a big rocket ship. Yeah. I mean, it's what I like though is it's not that ridiculous kind of crazy punch of power that you get with some EVs. It feels sporty. It feels sportier than the Range Rover Electric, but it doesn't feel ridiculous. Now, we don't know the weight of this car, but let's face it, it's not going to be any lighter than the 2+ tons of the plug-in hybrid. And just like that car, it's surprising how the weight it carries seems to disappear when you get behind the wheel, both in the agility circuit and on the off-road elements like the Dragon Steps. where it becomes clear that yes, this will have the ability you expect from a Range Rover. On road, it seems just as capable. The addition of regenerative braking, I think, enhances that feeling. But I can't help but think they've missed a trick by not including adaptive regen braking or paddle controls in the car from the get-go. Oh man, you're going to make me drive through a plane.
We're going through an aeroplane.
We're literally going through the centre of an aeroplane, and it's really narrow. I mean, this thing is massive, and I'm driving through the centre of a plane, which is really
Stop when
stupid.
we're in here, so stop there.
I mean, I don't even know if you can see this, but there are the seats of a plane around me.
This should leave you wanting more.
It did. Can we not do it again? It's actually really impressive. I think what's really standing out for me after just playing around like that is the all-round capability that you've got with this. Well, a couple of laps of the Goodwood Motor Circuit in this has really whetted my appetite for more. Just like I said when I drove the Range Rover Electric last year, that electric powertrain really suits this vehicle, and it suits it in a slightly different way, because what I think it does is enhance the sporty nature of the car. Now, the all-important price. Look, we don't have information on pricing yet, so this is a kind of very uneducated guess. We're expecting that this, the Sport, will start at around £100,000. Now, of course, it's coming into a very difficult market. You've got great cars like the Polestar 3, starts at £92,000. You've got BMW's iX5, that's expected to land somewhere between £95,000 and £100,000. And then you've got the Porsche Cayenne Electric, which starts at £83,000. But I guess the real question isn't about price. It's about, has the gamble to wait to get these cars right paid off? And I suspect it has. Because you know what? If you want a Range Rover, you want a Range Rover. And I reckon the sporty spice of the range is going to be a car that buyers will really, really want.